Hey loves, Britta Albert here. Today I want to talk to you about missing our loved ones during the holidays. But before we get into that, if this is your first time here, I invite you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell notification so that you never miss out on a future video. I'm a transformational life coach, and it's my goal for this channel to help you overcome the obstacles that are standing in the way of you living your best and most authentic life. So as you see, we've started to decorate a little bit for the holidays. And if this is not your first time here, you might notice this room is a little bit different. We are doing some renovations in the house and giving it a little bit more of a facelift, a little bit more of a modern look. And I hope that it translates well to you on the screen. I'll go ahead and put before and after pictures at the end of the video if you're curious to see what it looked like before. But going into this video's topic, if you've seen some of my other videos and know my story, then you know that I lost my mom and my 10-year-old brother in a car accident. That was in 2006. And there's some things that get easier and there are some things that don't get easier. And if you've ever lost a loved one, which I'm assuming is why you're watching this video right now, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Whether you lost somebody yesterday or whether you lost somebody years ago, if you were very close to that person, the memories of them can feel like they cause just as much pain as they do pleasure. And especially around this time of year, if you've lost somebody who, say for my example, my mom, who was a matriarch of our family, the holidays, I won't say revolved around her, but once she was gone, it's like the love and the emotions of our family, it just wasn't the same anymore. The lights don't shine quite as bright. The presents don't mean quite as much. The music, God, the music, it's a bittersweet melody. When we hear these holiday songs, Christmas songs on the radio, or for me, I have a Pandora list of the actual music my mom used to play when I was growing up. And although I love to be in the midst of it, and I love to listen to it, it also, it brings up so many memories. And although they've been gone for quite a while now, it doesn't take away what's still missing. Now, at the end of the day, I know I am whole. I am not broken. Even though I might feel like I am, or my mind might tell me that I am not broken. I am not missing anything as far as who I am, my being, my soul. I might experience the emotions of sadness. I might give anything in the world to hug them again. But that doesn't mean I'm lacking either. It means I loved deeply. It means that they were wonderful people. It means that I built relationships that were very strong and very impactful. And if I didn't feel this way, it would just simply mean that my relationship with them wasn't as deep, and that's okay too. So I know this time of year, it's really easy to say I hate the holidays. It's really easy to not want to participate in different events, to not really feel up to decorating, to really not want to be in the festivities of it. My cats are running around. So although it's tempting to want to take a back seat, y'all, or to want to excuse yourself from the festivities, to want to stay out of conversations, or just to bypass the holiday season altogether. If the holidays were something that were really important to you when they were alive, or really important to them, I encourage you to continue to embrace it, but never try to go back to the way that it was, because we know the truth, and the truth is simply things will never be the same again. As deeply as we want that, as beautiful as that would be, things will never be the same again, and that's okay. It's okay to have new traditions. We're human beings. We don't like to change if we don't have to. We're going to drag our feet down and say, tradition, tradition. What about tradition? But if you look around the world, we've adapted so much to new technology, to new forms of entertainment, to new types of fashion. 10 years ago, I would be considered a punk for having my hair purple. Now, even though it's something special for me, I have looked around my city and I am not special at all because there are so many people with purple hair. I think it's just kind of something that's becoming a norm. People having pink hair, blue hair, whatever, this whole mermaid unicorn culture that's going on. And then that will change too. And eventually it will go to different fads and different trends and different music and different movies, different styles that are in for us to decorate our home. So we can adapt to change, and we do like change. And it's okay to have new traditions every year. And that will give you something to look forward to. Something that is new, something that you've created. You can create it in memory of them. You can create it in memory of what you used to do or in honor of what you used to do. But it's going to be different. And that's okay. And these new traditions and these new generations that come into the world will learn your new traditions. And to them, someday they'll be the old traditions. And then they'll have to create their new traditions and so on and so forth. I'm not telling you to let go of all that is or was. But it is okay to understand and to accept that things won't ever be the same again. But it doesn't mean that we have to close our hearts off to the holiday season. And it doesn't mean that we can't love new traditions. And it doesn't mean that you won't miss them. And it does not mean that it's not okay to cry. It doesn't mean that it's not okay to feel sad in the midst of the new traditions. Say, for example, Thanksgiving is coming up. If you are having Thanksgiving dinner and you're with a group of friends or family and you feel sad in the midst of the meal or the celebration, that's okay. And if they're really your friends and family, you should be able to talk about that. And if anybody tries to silence you, understand that they're hurting and they're not healing properly. Understand that they are also hurting and they're mourning in a different way than you are. Now, do they have the right to tell you to be quiet or to change the subject or to not want to talk about hurtful things? No, not necessarily. They're avoiding their own pain. Or maybe they're just wanting to numb themselves for the day and not think about anything and pretend that everything is okay. That's not healthy for them because they're going to have to come to terms with the truth eventually. And if they refuse to, it's going to affect their mental health and it's going to come out in other ways. So you be the judge on how you want to handle a situation, but don't suffocate your own emotion for the comfort of others, because at the end of the day, people who really love you are going to allow you to express how you feel, no matter how you feel. And if they're not going to allow you to express how you feel, then you just need to decide for yourself how you want to handle the situation. You can respect that they're hurting. You can understand that they're going to have to deal with it eventually someday on their own anyway. You can decide to go ahead and continue to be your authentic self and to feel openly what you're feeling, you can excuse yourself. Whatever makes the most sense for you and your situation, you have the power and authority to do. Use wisdom to decide what the best way to go about it is. If it's very, very fresh, have a bit more grace. If it's been years like mine, it's okay to talk about it. And if they don't want to talk about it after 10 plus years, it's okay to talk about it anyway. Maybe they need to hear it, or maybe they can excuse themselves. Now my cats are walking everywhere. You hear my cat like clip, 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 clip as she's walking. Sorry. But in a nutshell, don't miss out on this holiday season, and don't harden your heart and say you hate the holidays due to missing loved ones. I encourage you, create new traditions. Have something to look forward to each year. And remember, you are not broken. You are not broken. There is nothing that you are missing inside of you. You are whole. You can miss them, but they didn't take a piece of you with them. You loved and you missed them. And you love them and you wish they were there. But that is not the same as missing a piece of yourself. You are not broken. I love you so much. I hope y'all have a wonderful, beautiful, happy Thanksgiving. I will see you on Monday before the holiday. Again, if this is your first time here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell notification. And if this video resonated with you, or if you know somebody who this could really help this holiday season, please share this video with them and help us build our family and our community. I thank you guys so much for being here with me, and I honor you for everything that you're going through. You are strong, you are brave, you are courageous, you are beautiful. Also, comment down below some traditions that you have, and maybe some new traditions that you've made that have helped you get through missing a loved one during the holidays. Let's build each other up and inspire each other this holiday season. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.